Inflation is real, it's higher, and it's not going down anytime soon. So, all of that provides, I think, a very good foundation for higher gold and silver prices going forward.
Welcome to the NAI 500 CEO interview program, where the senior management from select listed companies will share their insights with the audience about their company's growth potential. In this episode, we had the opportunity to speak to Robert Archer, the CEO of Newrange Gold, for an update. Newrange Gold is a gold exploration company focused in Nevada and Red Lake. The company announced an exploration update in its Nevada project Pamlico, but it needed more understanding on how the mineralization, as it now appears that they're dealing with more than one phase of mineralizing activities spread over more than 25 square kilometers, and the Pamlico gold mine area may be just one portion of this. The shares were down to 7 cents after such news, but later bounced back to 9 cent level when the company completed the acquisition of a past producing mine in the Red Lake region. If you enjoy our video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can stay alert of our future content. Hi, Bob. How are you doing today?
Doing well, Gilbert. Thanks. And yourself?
Yeah, and gold price is doing well these days. So thank you. Welcome back to join us to our program. And maybe we could just start off by giving us a bit of a quick review because for some of the updates, for some of the new audience who haven't known about Newrange before, but some of the people who follow you quite a bit. So maybe just give us a quick update. I believe you're mostly focused on the Nevada project before, but some things have changed. So maybe you can give us that quick overview.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Newrange is basically focused on district scale exploration and in Nevada and Ontario. And by district scale, I mean that we're looking for something large. The projects are a large size. The one in Nevada that we had been solely focused on for a few years is more than 5,700 hectares. So that's over 57 square kilometers. It's a very large area. There we had been focused initially on a gold zone that's quite close to surface, and we've done a fair bit of work on that. But more recently, we've discovered that there's potential for a larger scale copper mineralization as well. So that's quite exciting. But in the last couple of years, we also picked up initially one project called North Birch in Ontario in the Red Lake district. And then more recently, we've just acquired a past producing gold mine in that very same area in the Red Lake mining district in Ontario. So we have the 3 projects now in the 2 areas, and looking for a big one.
Sure. Let's focus a bit on your recent acquisition here, the Argosy gold mine. I believe it was past producing mine. And so why did you acquire that property to begin with?
Well, I have some personal history with the project in the sense that I was the CEO of the company that drilled it last in 2002 to 2004, and it hasn't been worked on since then. And I like the area, I like the potential. In addition to, as you mentioned, it is a past producer, so it was in production from 1931 through to 1952. Produced just over 100,000 ounces at a grade of almost 13 grams per ton, so a relatively high grade underground mine. But one of the key things that attracted us this time around is the fact that it's only 10 kilometers away from the Springpole deposit, which First Mining Gold is putting into production right now. And that's almost 5 million ounces. And it should be in production according to their schedule by about 2016. Given the proximity to Argosy, and then our North Birch Project is immediately adjacent to that. We've got a large land package there, and it's evident that there's gold in the area. Certainly, it's a well mineralized area, but it's really underexplored in a regional sense because of a lack of access. But as the Springpole mine gets developed, that will improve the access, and add to the value of our projects. And I think there's great potential to not only expand on the known mineralization at Argosy, particularly to depth, but to make a new discovery at the North Birch Project as well.
Sure. So what do you have in plans in terms of exploration programs in the next few months for Argosy gold mines there? Well, what's the real potential that you're looking at after this kind of program?
So we'll start drilling in January on our North Birch project. We had actually planned to drill that this past summer, but unfortunately due to forest fires in northwestern Ontario, we had to evacuate the camp and pull everybody out, and so we had to postpone the whole program until the winter. And so we'll get that going in January, but then immediately move the drill right across to the Argosy property because they are right next to one another. And at Argosy, they only mined down to a vertical depth of about 270 meters. And in this part of the world, these deposits can often go to 1,000 meters or more. And so we really do think that there's tremendous depth potential at Argosy. And I know from the work that we did previously, going back to 2004, that we did drill some holes underneath the old mine workings, and we did hit mineralization. So indicating that, the mineralization does continue. And so we'll be continuing that work this winter with our drilling, just to demonstrate that the mineralization does continue to depth, and that's where some of the biggest potential is at Argosy, is to demonstrate that that depth potential.
So let's just discuss a little bit on the gold price. Recently, it seems to be have some good interest. It's been up a little bit now, over 1,800 bucks. Good, up big time today too. So, what's your view on the gold price or precious metals in general, and leading towards the next year too, 2022?
I think, with the environment that we're in right now, with inflation and just increasing debt around the world, it's just providing a really good foundation for higher gold prices. So, timing is always the big issue, with these things in terms of trying to anticipate or predict, what's going to happen. It's always, more volatile than people would like it to be. But I think, the general trend is still upwards, and, very encouraged by today's upward move in the gold price, and I think there's more of that ahead for next year. And I think the discussions of inflation being transitory, I guess it depends on your definition of transitory and what sort of time frame you want to put on that. But I think once inflation starts, wage price inflation, people getting paid more for doing particular types of jobs. I mean, that's not going away, on food prices and so on. So I think the average person is seeing that, inflation is real, it's higher, and it's not going down anytime soon. So, all of that provides, I think, a very good foundation for higher gold and silver prices going forward.
Yeah, indeed, I agree with you that in such environment, people should be looking at gold, and of course some of the gold stocks too. Hopefully, all these investors should continue to follow Newrange from your update, and it looks like we have some really good activities going on in the new year. So thank you again for being with us for the update here, Bob, with us. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Hey, my pleasure, Gilbert. Good to see you.
Thank you for being here. Until next time. If you enjoy our video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can stay alert of our future content.